Daylight savings has passed. Your clocks have been changed. Well, hopefully. But what does that mean for you? This week especially, there's a new hazard that could potentially hurt you and your car. And that's what we're going to talk about today. If you didn't know, this week starts the rut. The rut is the mating season for deer, which means deer are going to be all over the place. They're going to be chasing each other around in the fields, running across roads, and playing probably Frogger with your car. The one thing that you need to know is not only are they going to be around, but with daylight savings just passed, it's going to be a different lightness when it comes to when you're typically driving. If you're driving home from work, it might be a lot darker than it was last week. And with that, you might not be expecting or seeing the deer coming from all different angles. It's been nearly 3 years since I did this video. And while the video quality might have been terrible, the message still is true today. What do you do in the event a deer comes in front of your car or at your car? And how does it affect your insurance? Well, there's only two things that you can really do when a deer comes crossing in front of you. One, it's slam on your brakes. You want to make sure that you slam on your brakes and hope that the deer gets across the road, darts back the other way, and there is no damage and you do not hit the deer, nor does any other vehicles hit you. Fortunately, the second option is to put your head down and hit the deer. Now, of course, we don't want you to hit the deer, but if that is the alternative to swerving and potentially causing a major accident, we're going to want you to hit the deer. Anytime you swerve out of your lane, there's a greater risk that not only do you lose control of your vehicle, but you also can potentially go off the road, into a ditch, hit another car, hit a pedestrian, or potentially injure somebody in an at-fault accident. How this affects your insurance? Well, it affects your insurance two different ways. Deer collisions or accidents fall under comprehensive coverage. Your comprehensive coverage is one part of your physical damage coverage. Swerving and missing the deer and hitting another car, hitting a guardrail, going into a ditch and damaging your car falls under a collision loss. Now, when it comes to the way insurance companies rate and surcharge for claims, a comprehensive claim falls under the same category as a glass loss, a towing claim, and things along those lines. There's no surcharge, and yeah, it might go on your insurance claim history report, but it doesn't really affect your rates significantly like an at-fault accident would under collision, which is what would happen if you hit something else or, damaged your car by hitting a, guardrail or a pole. So not only do we want you to avoid a potential major accident with injuries, it's also going to help save your insurance from going up significantly. So remember, try not to swerve, keep in your lane, slam on your brakes, and just hope for the best. And obviously keep your eyes peeled, especially with the lightness and darkness change that could be coming in your normal commuting times of the day. A couple other things that you should really check out. Comprehensive coverage is not automatic on your insurance policy. If you have a car that is paid for, it maybe is a few years older, you may have elected not to have comprehensive coverage. You might have asked for liability only, which would limit your coverage in this scenario to not having any coverage. Comprehensive coverage is very inexpensive compared to collision coverage, so it's a good idea to make sure that you have the coverage. Second is you want to make sure that you know what your deductible is. A lot of times we see your deductible on your comprehensive matches your deductible on your collision. But did you know that lowering your comprehensive deductible does not significantly increase your premium? It might increase it a few dollars a year, but that can be a significant change of an out-of-pocket expense in the event a claim like this actually happens. If there's anything that the team here at Crowley Insurance can do for you or help you with, please let us know. We'd be happy to help. And keep your eyes peeled for those, pesky little deer that are crossing over the road over the next few weeks. Hey, thanks for watching. We'll see you again soon.